When you go up, keep your legs together and go. Boom. Slow, 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 over. Boom. My first thought was, wow, I hope I don't disrespect her or disrespect him in any way, because I have never taught a blind student or deaf student. I have never taught that. I didn't want it to be like no, how would you say it, odd relationship between us. Teaching a blind person, I know you have to touch a lot, and I didn't know if you felt comfortable or uncomfortable with that. So I communicated with her more than touching her. So after I noticed, when I would tell her, oh, I'm going to touch your arm or touch your shoulder, she actually got comfortable with the fact of me doing it.
Det har hänt många pinsamma och roliga incidenter och olyckor under processens gång. Exempelvis dansade jag in i spegeln en gång. Och sedan en annan gång så råkade jag slå till dansläraren för jag hörde inte att han stod så nära.
Okay? But the whole purpose of this is you must keep your legs out. It's all about, I have to say, it's all about communicating. Like if I sit there and tell her to bend your head to the left, she bends her head, but she doesn't bend it like this. She will bend it like slightly. So now I will say, slightly bend your head, and she would slightly bend it. And I say, bend all the way. She would bend it all the way. So these are things that actually improve my teaching and improve her knowledge of understanding each other. Yes. Okay. I ran into I have to say, a lot of challenges with her, but it was nothing that we couldn't handle. Like, one of the challenges was teaching her how to wave. You can take her hand and go like this, but she doesn't really get the feeling through her whole body. So I would tell her different types of breakdowns, like bend your knuckles and bend your wrist, then bend your elbow, then like lift up your shoulder. And when she actually did it, it looked like a wave. So there's just certain things you have to actually work with to see. As a teacher and as a person, you have to visualize things on how would it look if you was to say it verbally to a person without them seeing it. Okay? So when you point, remember, all your weight is going to go to this side. Okay? You have nothing in this area here. People who can see, it takes more time because they overanalyze everything. They're not here for the pleasure of the dance. They're just here because they want to be perfect. And it's not about perfect. It's about having fun and learning something. So I really thought it was like to the next level. I feel like this is something beyond dance. This is like having a personal connection with a person. It opens up your eyes to a whole new dimension of teaching and learning. I was basically expecting the worst, but it ended up being the best actually. So it worked out pretty good.
Jag har förstått att det handlar inte bara om att utföra rätt rörelse visuellt. Utan det handlar om att hitta känslan inom sig och verkligen leva sig in i dansen och i musiken.